Hi everybody. I'm going to show an example of how to apply the redundancy principle. Simply put, this technique describes how e-learning can be affected by on-screen text and repeated audio of that text. In most cases, this is unnecessary. The audio should enhance the text or explain a graphic further that what the text can't really do visually. I plan to show the redundancy principle 1, where it states do not add on-screen text to narrated graphics. In this situation that I'm going to show you now, using text would be a little bit distracting. As the book says, people tend to pay less attention to the graphics and more attention to the written text when they see both. I'm going to apply this by describing the steps to downloading Google Drive onto a hard drive. I am going to be using my Mac, so these will be directions for the Mac, and subsequently being able to sync folders in order to access files even when you're not connected to the internet. I'm going to be including this in my DTTP because I feel like it's a very valuable thing, especially since my county is going towards everything Google Drive, and it's a good initiative and good thing for everyone in my county to know. Okay, let's get started. The first thing to do is to log into Google Drive. I am already logged in. Over here in this settings icon, if you click that, you can see download drive, and clicking that will get you started. It says get drive everywhere, but the most important part right here is the download drive, and I'm using a Mac, so I'm going to be downloading the Mac version of this. I'm going to agree and download, and down here the little arrow showed me now it is installing, so we just have to wait a couple of minutes for that to install. That is done. I can click on this and you should see something to pop up that would continue the process. Of course, there it is. For now, I'm going to press skip because for time purposes right now, but you can definitely go ahead and let that go through. So at this point, to finish the installation, I'm going to take my Google Drive and I'm going to drag it into my applications folder. I have this because I have done this already. I already have Google Drive on my hard drive. So I'm going to just keep both. That's going to copy everything in. Doesn't take very long for that to happen. And then once that's done, if you go down your little happy finder guy, little happy face, you're going to see that now, oops, let's close that. You're going to see that now it is right there. And there is my Google Drive. It is going to be now a selection up here, just like your desktop, your documents, your downloads, and your applications are. You will see it show up in your Finder, and it also lives, so now it lives on your machine and in Google Drive. So that means you no longer have to save things to the Documents folder. I have all of these files in my Documents folder. I am going to be putting into my Google Drive instead. This folder is going to be empty because there's no reason to have it living in two places on the computer. It can all live in Google Drive. This is especially great if you hate to back up your computer or forget to back up your computer. You can have all the documents that you need already up in the cloud, already stored for you. Once you've downloaded the drive, let's talk about now where it lives. Again, here it is in your Finder. There's Google Drive, says it right there. If I see files with a check, that means that they are synced to my drive. and that every time I reconnect, the drive will update that and make sure it's synced to my Google Drive. If I changed anything online, it's now changed on my hard drive. If I changed anything on my hard drive, it's now changed online. Um, there might be many, many files that I could sync, and I might not want to sync them all. So there's a couple options that you can do. If you come up here to your Google Drive icon, and you can see some of the things that I have synced already, or that I actually took out. If you click these three little dots over here and hit preferences, that will help you sync whatever you want. So right now I only have a few things in my Google Drive. If I want to sync everything, then I hit everything in my drive. It won't give you options. However, if I only want to work on my lead teacher folder, and then I would apply that. So now if I am watching my daughter at soccer practice and I am where I don't have internet access, I can still open this up and I can now start working on something for statistics or algebra or anything that I would need. Again, all of these files, if I didn't want them synced, I would have to take them out of that folder, but most likely you would have your folder set up so that everything synced is what you would be working on. So the good thing about using Google Drive is obviously it is there for you to have access no matter where you are. You don't have to be working on one computer or one laptop in order to access it. It's always up there in the cloud, and syncing it the way I just did will also allow you to work offline when you don't have internet access. And once you reconnect and you have internet again, these files will sync so you have the most updated file through your Google account. This again is something that I think is very important for staff members to utilize, and also for students to utilize as well. I think it's a great storage option, and it makes it very accessible and very easy to use. Thank you.